Okay, I don't know if you guys have done graphing on the coordinate plane yet, but today we are going to be graphing on the coordinate plane. So let's talk about our standards that we're going to address is I can identify the quadrant an ordered pair lies in. So so I can identify all four quadrants. I can solve real world and mathematical problems by graphing points in all four quadrants of the coordinate plane. Okay, so that's the biggie. And I've heard from you guys that you've done this already last year, so this should be a little bit of review. Now, I do want to say that this is a great visual aid for the coordinate plane. It identifies the four quadrants, and as you can see, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, it works counterclockwise, okay? And you can see that in quadrant 1, it's positive, positive. Quadrant 2 is negative, positive. Quadrant 3 is negative, negative. And quadrant 4 is positive, negative. It also identifies our y-axis that goes up and down and our x-axis that goes left and right. And here is how we would identify an ordered pair. So, the thing that we need to understand, because you'll be asked to do this and we'll talk about it, is when graphing points on the coordinate plane, the first number represents the x, how far right or left you will go, and the second number represents the y, how far up or down you will go. So let's highlight that statement right there. Right? So using only words describe what you would do to graph the ordered pair on a coordinate plane. So my ordered pair is 2, negative 4, and I like to put above it xy to remind myself. This is my x and this is my y. So if you're looking at your coordinate plane up here, this is positive 2. So starting from your origin, where it's 0, 0, you would say, I'm going to go into this direction because it's positive. So I would say, go, no. Start at the origin. Okay. Move right 2. Then I have negative 4, which is y going up or down. So if it's negative, we're going to go down. Move down 4. Okay? So I might add over here. Right is positive. Left is negative. Up is positive. Down is negative. Okay? And then here's our we do. Negative 5, 0. So we're going to start at the origin. And then it's negative 5. And negative is left. Move left 5. And then I have 0. So 0 says nothing to us, right? 0 says nothing to us. So when you have 0, you don't go anywhere. You just stay where you're at. So I'm going to say, stay put. Don't move. Because 0 means stop. Okay? And we'll have more examples of that, you'll see. So here's some you-dos, and I'm going to do these with you since for some of us this is new and there is some review. So I have negative 1, positive 6. So what are we going to do? Start at the origin. Now, we're going to negative 1. So we're going to move left 1. Then from there, I have positive 6. So we're going to move up 6. That's it. 3, 7. So we're going to start at the origin. Move right 3 because it's positive 3. And then from there we have positive 7, so we're going to move up 7. Then I have negative 2, negative 2. So we're going to start at the origin. Okay. And we're going to move left because it's negative. Move left 2 and negative 2. Move down 2. Okay. Now I have negative 8, positive 4. So we're going to start at the origin. Then we're going to negative 8. So we're going to move left 8. And then from there we have positive 4. So we're going to move up 4. All right? Second page. All right, so this time we're going to practice graphing each ordered pair and identify the quadrant it lies in, okay? So in your notebook, you're going to have this page on the left, okay? So we are going to have it. I'm going to keep it to my left so I can reference that great visual aid that I pointed out earlier. So my I do is negative 3, positive 4. And from my notes I took on my left side, I know I have to start at the origin. Right here in the middle is 0, 0. Negative 3, positive 4. So left or right. Negative 3 means left. So 1, 2, 3. Stop right there. Positive 4 means to go up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to call that I do. All right. Now, once it has landed, okay, looking at my visual aid, I know this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2. So I'm going to put Q2, quadrant 2. Okay. My we do, I have negative 1, negative 7. Start at the origin, going to go left 1, and then we're going to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Call it our we do 1. But W1 for our we do 1. Okay. Negative, negative. So we're in this quadrant and we look down at our visual aid. It's quadrant 3. You can put quadrant with the number 3 or you can put the Roman numeral. Either is fine. Now, I know this is hard to see a little bit. We have 3.5, 8, both positive. So starting at my origin, I'm going to go right 3.5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, halfway. Okay? And then positive 8. So we're going to count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our we do 2. And we are landing here, positive, positive in quadrant 1. Okay? So we have 4 you-dos. Negative 3, negative 4. Back to the origin. Negative 1, 2, 3. Negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that puts us in quadrant 3. Well, you do 1. Quadrant 3. Then I have positive 5, negative 6, starting at the origin, move to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going down 6 because it's negative, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do 2, and looking at my quadrants, that's quadrant 4. Positive 7, positive 2. Origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right. Positive 2 means go up 2. 1, 2, and that's you do 3. This is quadrant 1. And then negative 2.5, comma, positive 5. So from the origin, negative means left. 2.5. 1, 2, halfway. Positive 5. We're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right above that, I do. You do 4. And this is quadrant 2. Okay. Another thing that you could look at, let's say you have a test question or a quiz or a TCAP. If you understand the positive negatives of your ordered pairs and you study and you know how they match up to the quadrants and they give you an ordered pair and they say what quadrant will it be in, if you can understand that positive is 1, like negative is 3, you can answer that question much quicker. Okay, so it's just something to think about. So now I have graph and label each of the locations on the map. So in this map, this is only going to be quadrant 1. I'm going to put Q1 so you understand this. Quadrant 1 is all positive, okay? So think this right here is blown up to this right here. So my grocery store is at C4. So your origin on a positive coordinate plane with only quadrant 1, you start in the bottom left-hand corner at my origin. So grocery store is C4. So you go over to C and you walk up to 4. And I'm going to put grocery store. School is G8. Start from your origin in the left-hand corner, go all the way to G, then go all the way to 8, and that's my school. Car wash is B2. Go over B, go up 2, car wash. All right, gas station, E5. Go over to E, and then go up 5 to my gas station. We're going to just say gas, because we already got grocery store. The hospital, go over to J, go all the way up to 7, and put H for my hospital. And the park is A0. Go over to A, and 0 means we're not going up or down, we're staying on that axis, and that's the park. And that's it for graphing on the coordinate plane. We're going to do lots of practice so that we understand what we're doing.